What's up, everybody? This is Jason David Frank, the Green Ranger, and you are watching Ranger Wrap Up.
Man, give me the P. No, how do you know? I mean, I'm holding on to this line.
You didn't have to join this early. We still got a few minutes, but, you know, get your coffee. Dan, Toku, and Heirloom. Alright. Welcome, you guys. Welcome back. It's Saturday. Right now. Right as of right now. I'm by myself, but after a few minutes, we're going to have a whole panel of guests coming on, and we're going to be talking about Power Morphicon. Listen, we are not exactly, I think we're less than a week. Put that to the bottom.
What's up, everybody? This is Jason.
Still not working. Okay, hold on. Hold on, guys. Trying to figure it out. Let me see. See what's going on here. 1 second. It's very annoying. Come on. How about now? Right now? Okay. Let me see. How's that, you guys? Let me see if that works. Fuck, what is going on here? The worst possible time to do this. When I'm trying to get it up and running. Audio's good, he says, but I can hear an echo, but I don't know. How is it sounding on your end? I got a producer on the side. Ash, how's it sounding on your end? Test. Awesome. Alright, we're back. There's a little bit of an echo. Okay, Nice. There's a little bit of an echo, but for me, let me see. Maybe it's something on my end. This is not supposed to happen, y'all. I do not like that. I do not like that one bit. So hopefully that fixes it. Doesn't. No echo on our end. Cool. Awesome. So it is Saturday. You guys, thank you so much for watching. When you're doing a live stream and you're the person doing the live stream, of course, there's going to be some technical difficulties. If I had a producer or someone behind the camera that, would help out with that, that'd be perfect. But we don't have that. So, we just got to work with what we got, we just got to work with what we got. Thank you guys so much for joining. It's, it's great having everybody here, everybody, hanging out. We have a full panel of guests coming on in a few minutes. We're going to be talking about Power Ranger conventions. We're going to be announcing the Power Ranger party that we're going to be throwing. We're going to be announcing a few panels. We could only announce the panels that the Illuminerdi is throwing, but there is going to be a ton of panels still talking about it. Are you guys going to talk about the high-speed rumor? We'll get to that in the panel. But you guys, let's first, before we start, every single week, and I want to give props to everybody that is a part of the show. We got Ash with the comics. We got Erlen with the Henshin hangout. We got Dan with the fan theories, and we have Josh Perry, who always hits us with a lightning storm. He's also going to be having a panel about toys, so you guys come check it out at Power Morphicon. But let Josh tell us about this week's lightning storm.
Hello, Power Rangers Lightning Collection fans. I'm Josh Perry from Illuminerdi, and here's everything that happened this past week for the Power Rangers Lightning Collection. So first up for this week, we had the Lord Draken helmet releasing in Malaysia. So we're starting to see this helmet pop up more and more places around the world, and maybe even in the US. There was one Facebook user that claimed to get it from GameStop, but I'm not actually sure if that's from GameStop US or if that's GameStop Canada, which we know had the helmet in stock last week. So hopefully we'll actually see the Draken helmet released in the US sooner rather than later, which is probably going to be earlier than its currently listed December pre-order date. So just expect that if you have this one on pre-order, because it's certainly a pricey one with the voice changer and all the different effects and features that they included in there, because it is like $132, so it's going to be a pretty big charge if you're not expecting it. So now that it's coming out in multiple different countries, it could be out here pretty soon. And speaking of out here, the Zord Ascension Project Megazord is now currently in stock on Entertainment Earth. Last weekend we started to see it ship out from Entertainment Earth, but now you don't have to just pre-order it and hope that it gets shipped out soon. It is just currently in stock up there, and it also has been starting to pop up on other retailers around the internet and stuff like that for the US. So it's certainly out there now if you want to get it now. There's also plenty of reviews out there on the internet that are talking about kind of the flaws that the Zord Ascension Project Megazord has. So if you're not willing to drop the very expensive price point on it, it's like the second most expensive item in the Lightning Collection thus far, behind the Power Sword. So if you are not 100% confident in it, make sure to check out those reviews before you spend all that money on it, and hopefully it's good enough for your collection. And speaking of your collection, if you never got these past Hasbro Pulse exclusives, they are now available on the Hasbro eBay page, including the 4 metallic armors from 2021, metallic red, blue, black, and yellow, the PulseCon version of Pudgy Pig in the fancy lunchbox packaging, and the Zeocog 2-pack. So I guess these no longer makes them Hasbro Pulse exclusives, and on this page, if you order enough of these figures or order enough stuff from the store in general, you do actually get free shipping on this eBay page, unlike Hasbro Pulse, which used to offer that but no longer does unless you have premium. So it actually might be a good alternative, even though a lot of these are still in stock on Pulse. If you want to get free shipping, it might be worth checking out the Hasbro eBay page. And finally for this week, Power Ranger fans are getting ready for Power Week to kick off this Monday, August 22nd, running through August 28th, which is Power Rangers Day next Sunday. And this is proving to be a week of plenty of announcements, not just for the Lightning Collection, but just for the brand in general, especially with Power Morphicon right around the corner next weekend. And thanks to international Amazon sites such as Amazon Netherlands, Amazon Italy, and Amazon UK, we have potential idea of what we could expect for next week, because listings have now popped up on there for Wild Force Blue and Down to Thunder Yellow, the already released overseas figures from Wave 12 that we have not been able to officially pre-order yet, so it's seeming likely that those two will finally go up at some point during this upcoming week. We also have the deluxe figures of Deluxe Chrono and Deluxe Charmer, which are the code names for two upcoming deluxe figure assortment figures, which have been rumored for a while that these could potentially be a Time Force Ranger of some kind and a monster from Mighty Morphin, so keep that in mind of what to potentially expect. It's also possible that these listings are just going up and we're not going to get anything from them this upcoming week, but the timing, I would probably imagine that we're going to get something. We also have from Entertainment Earth, they've listed a couple of days of when we can expect Hasbro drops in general. Now, these are not all going to be Power Rangers, so we have plenty of things to look forward to for Power Week, and I can't wait to see what Hasbro has up their sleeve for the Lightning Collection. And that's everything we have for this week. Of course, until next time, if you guys would like to check out the full episode of Lightning Storm, where I go into all these stories in more detail, you can do so right now on the Tokyo Topics YouTube channel. You can also check out my articles over at the Illuminerdi, and follow me on Twitter at LiveRangerKey or LightningFigPR. And this has been a little quickie Lightning Storm.
Thank you, Josh. Thank you so much for that toy news. Like I said, I might be jumping the gun, but Josh is having a panel. So if you guys are in the Pasadena area, I would, suggest you guys check it out, because it's going to be like, the Lightning Storm, but live, all the cool Lightning Collection toys, stuff that you want to know. He's going to have some fun stuff to talk about. But before we get into the next segment, let's get into the chat. Let's see who's here. Thomas Franco's here. Naman Chawla. When is coming on Netflix and Teletoons? We're going to have an announcement for you at Morphicon when that is happening. Well, I don't know about the tunes. Jeff Payne. Hey, who's all excited for PMC? We are. That's why we're doing this stream today. Audio, yep. The Blur says, I like the facial hair. Thank you. I don't know if I'm going to keep it by Power Morphicon, but we'll see. Technical issues. Yep, I had some weird issues. Mariba's here. He says, all is good now. Thank you. The Blur. I think the comics will enter season 3. Sounds like online. Well, we'll see. We'll see how that goes. Especially we'll talk to Ash when we get the whole group together and see what he thinks about it. Jeffrey Payne says, I hope they're entering season 3 with Ryan leaving. I'm ready for another jump. Yes, with Ryan leaving, there's going to be a lot of different stuff going on, so we'll see. Power Animals. Are you going to talk about High Speed Rumor? We'll get to that. A big huge from Chile. What's up, Delorca, Red Ranger Chile? Welcome. Robert Amaya, hope so too. Jeffrey, I hope Cat appears. I'm hoping so too. There's a lot of you guys. A lot of fun things we're going to be talking about, but we're going to be announcing the party. We're going to be announcing some shirt designs. I don't know if you guys were at the last Power Morphicon, but we had some shirts. It's going to be fun. But you know what? There's also, with, the brand Power Rangers, there's also Super Sentai stuff. And with Super Sentai, we always go to our buddy Mark from across the pond who hits us with that Henshin hangout. So Mark, what's going on in the Henshin hangout?
Welcome to the Henshin Hangout. My name is Mark. I am your host for today. We're going to be talking a lot about the Sentai products that came out last week because there's not been much news this week that I've seen, but we have a ton of stuff to go through, as well as giving a review of Dom Brothers. So let's jump straight into this, and there is a lot. Dear God, there is a lot. First of all, on screen right now, we have the box for the Memorial keys that have come out, which is mainly about Dom Brothers, which a lot of people were kind of confused because there is no sound in the Mobiles for the Dom Brothers. So it would make kind of weird sense to bring these keys out or not have anything to kind of promote it. Like, I just don't understand. And this is a problem with the actual Mobiles that I can see happening for such a long time. But the box artwork is absolutely fantastic. I really love it, and I think that these sorts of boxes, these sorts of art designs are fantastic. I just love them. So I'm kind of looking forward to seeing more about it, and it also kind of fits in more around the Dom Brothers kind of packaging that we've seen a little bit. But I want to bring your attention over to something. Right now we're over at the Sentai blog, which is on the Bandai Toy one, and this talks more about it, so I'm going to go over it. Hello everyone, this is Horishino, in charge of Super Sentai items. Thank you for visiting this blog. The time we would like to explain the interlocking between the Don Brothers key of the Ranger Key Memorial Edition Anniversary Heroes and Don Brothers set and the Mobira S Memorial Edition, which has started accepting orders in Premium Bandai from August 1st. The voice is activated by inserting the Don Brothers key into the Memorial Mobira's edition. Is not Super Ranger Key or Special Ranger Key Yahoo, but New Hero, which obviously you can see roughly around here. If you have the Mobira's Memorial Edition, please enjoy it with the Don Brothers Ranger Key. Also, please note the unique color recognition is assigned to the 6th Don Brothers key. Now I will explain the point of coloring. Except for the Don Brothers Ranger Key, which is the first 3-dimensional version, other Ranger Keys have been updated with reference to the Ranger Key that appear in the play below. Are some of the updated parts of the Ranger Keys that have been I have no idea, in the past. Please confirm. So, the one thing that I can see that mainly with all of them are they're being updated with the proper kind of little parts of it, which is really nice if you wanted a more up-to-date key. So obviously the original Tyranno key turns into this one. So they've added silver and white around the goggles. In the Tricera Ranger Mammoth key, they've added the around the eyes, so around there, which is fine. And I feel like they've changed the mouth slightly. Okay, both of them. So you can see that they have changed it around, and I still think that they've changed it. Hurricaneer Red, Hurricaneer Blue, Hurricaneer Yellow, Kabuto Ranger, and that Ranger, white mouth. So you can see that they've just put a smile on them, which I kind of like them like this. I think they look really cool, but they have just added the extra part right there that you can see. Added I'm Here. The Pheasant Brother and Dog Brother are set to the design and shape of this in time considering of interlocking with other items. The order period for Ranger Key Anniversary Heroes and Don Brother set is until 23rd of August 31st. So basically that's the one thing for it. Pretty much that is literally everything for the keys. I do kind of like the addition to it. I think adding the little extra parts is absolutely fantastic. But to me, I kind of would have liked the Mobirates to actually have had a thing for the Don Brothers, even if it was hidden and no one knew about it, because obviously we have Zenkaija in there. So to hear something like this, I generally think they should have put Don Brothers in, if not released the more Memorial Mobirates roughly around about now, so it includes it, and this is going to be a major problem. But I will talk more about that on my channel Heirloom. But let's continue with the Sentai news. Jumping over to Toku Collectibles right now, we're seeing the Don Brothers Minipla Legend Alter set. This obviously has stuff from Don Brothers, Kira Major, Q Ranger, and then obviously Kyuja, which I hope I said them all right. There are other ones such as the Gokaiger one, which is the one that I'm probably going to pick up the most to add to my obviously set. But obviously we can now see that you have stuff from Go Busters, Kyuja, I can never even say this one. Then obviously Q Ranger, and then this one is from Kira Major. And here, that's pretty much, you can combine them all together if you want to obviously the Alter, which I generally kind of like the look of. I just kind of wish the feet were red, because that would make more sense. But this one I absolutely love because I just love the drill attack, and it does remind me stuff from the Silver Ranger guy, basically. Jumping over now again, looking at the Yudo Noto set. These are the obviously main bad guys, which I generally really like the look of, and I wish they were kind of done separately, because I probably would have picked up her. I really like her design. I think it's pretty awesome, and I would have gone for this one straight away. Now, these are a premium set, so they're more painted than the kind of ones that we get in retail, which I generally really like. Looks fantastic for what we get, and especially since it's properly painted. But you also do get all the weapons as kind of pointed here, and you get hands, and you get some extra kind of things. I think these are kind of like chess pieces, but we'll find out very soon. And you can also pose them, fighting the others if you wanted to. And I hope that these come out for such a long time and continue on, because this is a really, really nice line for it, for what they've got. Moving on, we have the Shodo Super Denjiman set, which these teams look really nice. I have liked looking at them for what they are. I think that they're pretty decent. Not really for me. I'd possibly pick up Gokaija, but for looking at these sorts of teams, I think that they look absolutely fantastic for what you see. Red, blue, yellow, green, pink, and red with extra hands. So obviously you're not going to get a double red. You get the entire red set, and you also get all the weapons to add to it, which again looks really nice. And obviously you can pose them in the ways that it's there. So I would like to see yours. If you do, post it on Twitter and obviously tag myself and the Illuminerdi, and we can actually have a look and see what you've got. But these are all pretty good. The prices are a little bit too high. For my taste anyway, even though they are probably very, very decent. And on screen right now, you are seeing Zenkaija Black. I absolutely adore this figure. This looks really nice. I wasn't very keen on the suit at the very beginning with Zenkaija, but seeing Zenkaija Black, I actually really do like it. And the suit for both Zenkaija and Zenkaija Black have actually grown on me quite a lot, that I actually think it's a decent suit. So I really kind of want this. I'm hoping that it's not going to be a premium item. If it is, then it's going to be a lot harder to find, because Bandai right now are just bringing out the whole, hey, let's make it all premium because it's hard to get. Why would you do that, Bandai? Just doesn't make sense right now. But for what it looks like, I'm very, very excited, and I want the Two Kai's one, which again is sold out pretty much everywhere, but I'm hoping to be able to find it at some point. But I would love to add this to my collection because I really like it. I just think it looks really neat, to be fair. And that's it for Super Sentai news. What are you going to be getting for this? Are you going to be picking up the keys, any of the Shodo figures, the Udo figures, whatever? Are you going to be picking these up for yourself? Let me know in chat as well as the comments. Why was I going to say comics then? But now onto my review of episode 24 of Dom Brothers. And this episode, I have to admit, there's kind of a lot going on, but then not a lot of things going on, which to me makes sense, but doesn't make sense. But it's such a kind of fun episode. Summing this up, this entire episode is about Don Momotaro actually meeting a lady who thinks that he is her son. And there are so many hijinks. He doesn't know what to kind of do. So the others kind of come up with a plan of him being the son. And they give him this kind of like piece, like this radio piece that has a camera in one ear, and in the other they can hear him. And obviously he has to mime everything that they say, which I generally kind of thought of, like, do you know these old films where the Japanese films where they get kind of dubbed over in English, and obviously as soon as the mouth moves, the kind of the English voice actor would actually go over and it wouldn't match up. And that's how I kind of saw this entire episode, which to me was quite funny, and I just got the whole thing, but part of me was just like, how is this progressing the storyline? To me, I kind of see this more as a filler episode. All the way through, Don Momotaro has to kind of give information on what the son has done or where he's visited, which school he's been to, which teachers, etc, etc. And you can see this makes him completely uncomfortable because he can't lie. And I think some of the points of this is where he gives this score. He's like, oh, if I had to give this meal out of whatever, I give it a 2, and the others jump in and go 200. And she's like, oh my god, that's so amazing, thank you very much. And I kind of feel that she should have like pictures around her house because of her son. But I think the whole premise of this is that the son has disappeared. He kind of left without saying anything. And she is kind of like, what the hell? It's been X amount of years. I want to say roughly 2 years or something like that. But they kind of explain it within the episode. It gets a bit tough for Don Momotaro after the first day because he's got to go, hey, I'm out. I'll see you later. And she's like, oh, will you come back? Will you play piano for me? And he's just like, I don't know how to play piano. So when they talk about this back at the cafe, Kaito, my guy, who's really good in this, I absolutely love him in this, he says, I know how to play piano, and leads him into a back room of the storage. But as soon as he says it first of all, he just turns around and goes, yeah, I know how to play, and just walks off. And I was like, I would love it if he just didn't say anything and came back and was like, oh yeah, follow me. But he takes him into the back room, and this is a huge, massive room that literally just has a piano, and he plays a song on it. And Don Momotaro just literally looks at it and goes, yeah, I've got it now. And I'm like, what? So I kind of think that either he's got a photographic memory that he's able to kind of look at the keystrokes, where he's Kaito's pushing them down and go, yeah, I know how to play piano now, which is a really cool ability, and I really wish that I had a photographic memory. We get a scene where the mother and Don Momotaro are buying a suit because she turns around and says, hey, guess what? If you're going to be playing piano, you need to dress the part for it, and you have to look really, really smart. As this goes on, Don Momotaro stops outside and they recite a haiku because Blue is telling it in his ear, and the mother really doesn't like this and has a go at him, which causes Blue to go, frick, I'm out of here, see you later, no. Everyone has to kind of catch up and be like, oh, okay, what do we have to do? Don Momotaro and the mother go for a kind of coffee to kind of relax and kind of go, hey, and she responds and says, I'm really sorry. Didn't really mean to talk about this, like, you know, I know haikus are different, and I'm so sorry about this. Which causes Kinju to step in and start talking and say that, you know, Don Momotaro got married in that time away, which freaks the mother out, who says like, oh, she's just too young, she's after your money, you know, she wants this, which causes Kinjo to go, oh yeah, I'm out. How dare you say that about my Miho? And I'm just like, dude, there's nothing about you, Miho. It's not even talking about her. Why are you getting so like annoyed? And this is one thing I really don't like about Kinjo. I just don't like that sort of trait about him, because it does feel like he's what the fuck, like, you know, if you insult my wife, I'm going to go off on you. Bit too far than what you'd normally do. But this then has Haruka turning up and going, yeah, I'm his wife and I'm here. I just love the fact that they can jump across the city really quickly. But the mother's like, huh? You're too young. And she's like, yes, I am. La la la. And says like, oh, we're both in love, aren't we? Which causes Don Momotaro to die. Just falls to the ground, which causes the mother to kind of freak out. But then we have a monster attack. And this is one thing that I noticed straight away, was as soon as this monster has come out, he's attacking people, he's hitting them, which is then causing them to turn into clothes or just disappear. And he wants more about life. He wants a reason to live. The mother steps in at the last moment and hits him and says, stop it, you're attacking my son, which causes the monster to freeze and not attack, which then leads me to believe that was her son from the very beginning. The others join in and they start attacking, and then we get Don Momotaro coming in and then saying like, oh, I'm going to attack everyone, you know, take everyone out, and then blah blah blah. It's the same story, which I'm not really kind of liking at the moment, but therefore we get a transformation into robot form. Blue attacks Don Momotaro and says like, this is your punishment, let's get on with this, let's get on with it. And this therefore causes a Megazord fight. And again, we get Don Momotaro's both his forms, his dragon and tiger form. They actually join together to fight. And dear God, it's not bad. I actually kind of like the fighting element because the Zord is a lot more movable. But when the monster turns around and attacks the tiger's not there. He's escaped and he kills basically, or he goes for it. But then they join back together and say, you're not going to get away from this. Boom, they defeat the monster straight away, which resorts into the guy turning back into the human, and he goes home. Don Momotaro has explained and said, look, I'm not your son. I'm really, really sorry. There's one thing that I wanted to ask you or give to you. And then he decides to give her a back massage, which is weird because you believe that he is saying like, oh, I'm going to show you how to play piano. And he doesn't. The son returns. The mother says, yeah, come back in. And that is pretty much it for the episode. Did I enjoy the episode? Yes, I did. Do I like some of the stories? Oh, hell yes, I did. But I think the one thing that lets it down at the moment is Don Momotaro. And obviously his, I need to be better. I kind of think at the very end of the series, what's going to happen is that the tiger version is going to die. Which is going to cause a major big problem because obviously he likes Don Momotaro and then decides to sacrifice himself at the very end to save his life. That is what I'm going to predict right now. We're on episode 24. Will it come to fruition? Yes or no? I have no idea, but that's what I kind of like. But that's it. That's the entire episode. I'm going to leave it there. It's been a long episode, or this segment has been quite long. I just want to say thank you very much for joining me on this part. If you want to follow me on social media, then you can follow me everywhere as Heirloom, but on Twitter you can follow me as @MainstreamLive, and I'm going to leave it there. What are your thoughts on Don Brothers? Are you enjoying the series? Yes or no? Let me know in chat as well as in comments, and I'm going to leave it there. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you.
Welcome back, you guys. Thank you, Heirloom, for that Henshin hangout. Dude, I really need to catch up on Don Brothers. It looks so sick. Like, I was a little hesitant about the Black Ranger being like a total CGI character, but I'm kind of loving it now. Before we get to the next segment, let me check out what's going on in the chat. We finally have our first Jungle Fury Power Morphicon guest. If you're talking about ever, I don't know if that's true. I don't know if that's... I feel like there might have been a Jungle Fury cast member before. Maybe the Yellow Ranger. Johnny Young Bosch canceled. Yes, he did. He did cancel. Do you think we'll get a Battle for the Grid Season Pass 5? We'll ask the panel later. Do you think Don Brothers will have Battleizer or Power Up? Most likely. I think they already had one. I'm not sure. Hey, Jez, Larry, New Bill. What's going on, Larry? Hope to see you at Power Morphicon. Yeah, reminds me of Rocket, Moriba says. Exactly. But we do have a lot of announcements going on when we get to the panel. Like I said, the party, we're going to announce some party news, some shirt news, some stuff that we'll be selling, some panels. We got panels. We could only announce the panels that we're doing only because everything else is still being worked out. But before we get to the panel, Ash has hit us with some comic previews for the future of comics, and we're gonna, Ash, when we get to talk to you, we're gonna talk about the comics panel and how much you're gonna enjoy it. Definitely gonna send it to you there. But you guys, check out Ash's comic review right now.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Ash here, and it's about that time of the month where Boom Studios releases solicitations for their upcoming comics releasing later down the line. And this month, we've got Power Rangers solicitations for November 2022. So, I am reading this off Ranger Command Power Hour. This video will contain light spoilers, so if you want to go in blind or don't want to see the covers or anything like that, it will contain spoilers, although I'll probably have a cover of the cover. I'll probably have a thumbnail of the cover in the video. So, I didn't understand that. Bitch, I'm talking. Alright, now where was I? Now this video will contain mild spoilers because the thumbnail will probably be a comic cover for the upcoming issue. So, let's scroll down and read this. Once again, I'm reading this off Ranger Command Power Hour. Awesome podcast, awesome show, awesome people. I highly recommend checking him out and giving him a listen or a watch or whatever form of stuff you podcast on. So let's scroll down and read. So, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers issue 102, out November 23rd. Let's scroll down and read. So, this is just the usual stuff they've got with Melissa and the creative team working on it, which I did read The Dead Lucky, and I really enjoyed The Dead Lucky. I'm definitely going to check out issue 2 and see where this goes, but it also ties into the Supermassive verse, which is something I need to check out as well. Alright, so let's read what this upcoming issue is about, but let's also open up the covers so I can talk about them next. Alright. While the gravest threat to Earth seemed to be put to rest, the legacy began in Go-Go Power Rangers unfolds in ways no Power Ranger fans could have imagined. As the mystery of what happened on the embattled moon begins to unravel, a villain returns from the past along with their sick and twisted creation. This has me intrigued because who could be returning? I mean, they've teased Rita's going to be returning, which Rita's been stepping away from being a villain since the end of Go-Go, Forever Rangers. They did the time skip into Season 2. We haven't seen Rita for a while. Last time we saw Rita in Go-Go, to be honest, that wasn't Putty Rita. Was sort of the flashback we got with Rita that Ryan did in between Necessary Evil. Like every 4 issues, he'd have a single issue focusing on a character in Go-Go, and one of them was Rita. And we got to see sort of how Rita was sort of suffering in the urn that she was placed in. But let's read the covers and speculate with what could happen, because hearing that a villain returns from the past with their sick and twisted creation could mean a lot of things. I mean, it could mean a new villain, it could mean an old villain, it could mean the Tangas showing up, but let's look at the covers and speculate. So, this one I really like. You've got Zordon's tube about to shatter. It looks like something or someone attacked it. You've got the Stone Canyon trio running on the ground towards someone, which could be Tommy, could be Billy. I mean, it looks like they're wearing blue and it looks like they're wearing white, but it's hard to make out. You've only got the Stone Canyon trio in here, which is interesting. Does that mean the comic page was sort of edited to hide a certain character showing up? Which is something I'm always going to be speculating, because we don't know if Kat's going to show up, we don't know if Kim is still on the team at this point in the comic. They're being very vague about it. But yeah, something or someone just basically threw a rock at Zordon's tube and it shattered. And it looks like it's about to burst open, which is really cool. But then again, it does look like Zordon's tube. It does sort of look like, because it looks like Zordon tube's got an upgrade. It looks like more of a crystal, which is very interesting. But seeing how it's shaped does have my attention as well. But seeing the crack in it does raise speculation with who could have done this. But yeah, you've got a character laying on the ground, no idea who it is, and hopefully we'll find out eventually. But it does show that this arc is going to have some high stakes. Next one, we have Ranger Slayer, my favourite character from the Boom Studios run. Will Ranger Slayer return? Probably not, because this is their old outfit. They've got the new outfit, the sort of Draken-esque one, but that could be just a legacy cover or sort of a placeholder cover. I don't know, but I feel like most people know this design of Ranger Slayer than the later one. And I gotta say, the lips on this one looks really weird. I've never been freaked out about lips on helmets for like Sentai and Power Ranger costumes, but this one's starting to freak me out. But it's a cool cover though. Then we have the toy cover, which is done by who does these covers? Who does? Yeah, Bon Bernardo, and I believe Bon Bernardo did my profile picture that you've seen for the longest time until I changed it. They did I asked them for a commission and they done a bunch of heads for me on different art styles, and they're the ones who did that art style. I think that's the same Bon Bernardo, I could be wrong. Ash in post-editing, please check. Thank you if you managed to do it. And then we have Ranger Slayer in black and white, which looks really cool. I do like it. But yeah, there's a lot to speculate with what could be happening in this upcoming story arc. I mean, they're being very vague about what's happening in this story arc because they don't want to give away spoilers or anything like that. And it was kind of the same with Necessary Evil. They didn't want to spoil anything, as Necessary Evil was sort of having their covers rolling around. They didn't want to spoil anything at all. They had spoiler-free covers that were kind of hiding the Omega Rangers and the Stone Canyon Trio. And then we got the proper ones once the comic came out. And then when the Unlimited Power run was coming out, that was hard to speculate with everything going on because they were being very, very vague about that issue as well. Until the comic started coming out and we sort of got some ideas. But
the freaking... let's see, what happened to Ash?
What's going on, bud? How we doing, Joe?
Yo.
That feels weird, you guys using my real name.
Why?
Because you guys don't use my real name. In the years I've known you, it's always been Toku. Hearing the word Jess come out of you guys' names feels unnatural. I need to really change that now.
You gotta be the Toku man. Are you talking to me? Yeah, man.
Better than the mustache you rocked a while ago.
Oh yeah, that mustache was creepy as fuck.
It actually was.
Let's see. Let's see if we can make it work.
Oh, well, okay. I just looked over and I can see myself. Okay.
Wait, Joe, any news on Hasbro letting us do anything?
Why is there faces on the stream?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
I wonder if they can hear us too.
Oh, they can. Ah, dang it! They can hear us.
You're an idiot. Yeah, you're an idiot.
Hey guys, hold on. Okay, I guess that happened. That happened. Sorry, guys. I know that is not what I wanted to happen, but it happened. You guys, we're back. Oh, wow, that was worse. That's the worst.
Let me go back and see.
Yeah, go Toku, go back and see. Hey guys, welcome back. Sorry for the technical difficulties. Joe came in randomly, so I had to fucking audible. Like, fuck, fuck. And I made some moves and switched to a scene. But you guys, thank you so much for joining. We got an incredible cast here. We got Ash, hitting us with the comics. Thank you so much for that.
Yo.
Toku Kid. We got Joe here, and we got Dan, he's been gone for a bit, but he's been killing it, doing some DJing stuff. Joe, I was telling him that, man, I really wanted fan club to come out and be the DJ for the party we got going. But
Hey, I was gonna ask, Dan, you're not coming out then?
No, I'm not coming out this year, guys. I'm sorry. I really wanted to, but it's just a little bit out of the budget this year.
Just a little.
Well,
bit.
I have unfortunate, dude. You guys have been streaming for the last 40 minutes, Jezzer.
Yeah, we have. But I don't think we've been streaming like this. So.
Yeah.
I think we're good. I mean, Toku, give me some good news, man. Tell me I did not fuck some shit up.
You were on since a little bit before Joe came on.
Oh, really? No.
Yep.
Listen to it. Tell
a
me,
little bit before Joe.
Okay. Listen to it. Oh, fuck. Hey, Campbell Cooley's here. What's up, Campbell? What's going on?
Campbell!
Please
Hey, Campbell.
Don't tell anybody what
Hey,
happened.
Campbell. Yeah, please don't tell Campbell.
That sucks. That's terrible. That's terrible. I'm sorry. I really hope that nothing happened. Nothing leaked. Toku's checking it out right now. Joe, what's going on, man? What are we announcing today?
I don't know, man. I feel like you probably already made the announcements.
No, I mean, I said that we're gonna announce some panels. The party. What else we got? We got a lot of fun stuff. Oh, we got a super chat too. Joe, do you want to answer this one?
No. Wait, what is the chat?
So it's from Thomas DeCoste. Is 9/29/22 related to Power Rangers? I don't know, man. I have no idea.
TBD.
I don't know.
TBD. You will get. I was told that I'm not allowed to spoil anything on this panel.
It could be for Batman. For Batman.
It also could be because it is National Coffee Day.
It is.
On September 29th, 2022. Get your free coffee at Starbucks. Boom. But it could be related to anything. It could be related to life changes. It could be, whoa, I'm going to sneeze. It could be related to new beginnings. It could be related to a lot of things. So
they said no leaks, unfortunately. So sorry, guys. Sorry about it.
It went live as soon as Joe jumped in.
Oh, okay. All right. Cool. That's good. That's fine. We're cool.
That makes Jezzer feel a lot better.
I can sleep at night.
He was sweating,
there is
bro.
sweat right here on my freaking brow. It's crazy.
He's not gonna wake up with like Hasbro snipers in front of him.
I don't think this is the first time we've leaked something on the air. I felt like it's happened before, and it might have been me.
Not the first time.
It might have been
but
me. Like
usually
I might
people
have
never
freaking
catch
Tom
on.
Holland of the Power Ranger fucking universe. It's crazy.
He got really. I could tell that Jezzer was really nervous. Really nervous. Here's, you know what? Never mind. I can't say that. I was gonna say something.
Oh well, here. Let me start off. So we got the Power Morphicon party going on, It's going to be. I know a lot of people are asking when it's going to be. It's going to be Monster Bash, like we talked about a few streams ago, on Saturday at the Hilton. Monster Bash on Saturday at the Hilton. So if you guys are there,
it will be free for all attendees.
Free, baby.
For all attendees going. And it sucks, Dan, that you won't be coming out to this Morphicon because this is going to be the last one. I mean, it's really unfortunate that you're not going to be able to make it.
Wait, what are you saying? You
Devastated.
can't know. We don't know if it's the last one.
No,
I can't say that yet. Okay, well,
No,
you'll find
wait.
out next Sunday live at Power
No,
Morphicon.
It's not the last
But,
one. Don't do that. Don't say that. You're giving a bunch of Power
I
Rangers
will say this though. I will not. I'm kidding. I'm kidding about that last part. But I will say this though. One of the Gokai Red that's going out there, Captain Marvelous. I will say this is probably the only time anybody is going to be able to meet this dude. So if you are a Super Sentai fan and that's something that's on your bucket list, get your tickets for Morphicon because it will be the only opportunity you'll get to meet him.
I love how
pick me up an autograph, please.
I love how last week, like, Scott was just like grilling Erlen for not going. He just kept digging into him.
Yeah.
Forget to announce he's not going.
Yeah.
You gotta keep that thing going, Jezza.
Yeah.
So we got a super chat from Larry. He says Jez is trying to make some Illuminerdi overtime hours right now while live streaming over 45 minutes.
What?
LOL.
No, on average, the new Ranger wrap up has been close to 3 hours sometimes. So it's not we haven't even hit the mark yet. Haven't even hit the mark. But
we do have some fun things coming. What part of the show? So a lot of you guys don't know this. I was supposed to be on this show throughout the whole duration. I was talking to Jezza earlier this morning. I got a call. I had to jump on that call. It has to do with everything going on at PMC and what we're trying to do with a few other companies.
So we talked about we said, because Josh Perry had a little segment, we talked about that he was gonna be having a panel on at Power Morphicon. So it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. We have a few panels. Can we talk about the panels that we are throwing?
Yes, we can. So one of the panels, one of the panels that we will be doing, I don't know if I'll announce some of the guests on these panels as of now. One of the panels we're going to be doing is going to be adapting Super Sentai into Power Rangers. That's going to have Jackie Marchand. It'll also have Chip Lin, and will also have Greg Aronowitz. That will be a panel. He did SPD. So that will be a panel that we're going to be doing. It's going to be adapting Super Sentai. We're going to take you guys through step by step on how the show gets adapted to make it Power Rangers.
That's cool.
Another panel that we are doing, that we are hosting as well, will be the Hyperforce Reunion panel.
Nice.
That will be officially happening at PMC. Anybody that was a Hyperforce fan, get ready. Hyperforce Reunion panel will absolutely be happening. Do we want to announce a couple more? Or are we good?
Question.
Oh, Toku has a question. What's your question, Toku?
About that panel you announced about adapting Super Sentai into Rangers. Did we know Chip Lin was coming before?
You do now.
Surprise!
You do now. So there you go.
The other ones are gonna be fun. What could we?
Well, look, I'm not gonna lie to you. There's a handful of panels that I can't announce quite yet. Hopefully, I'll be able to announce them early next week. Mm-hmm. But if all comes together, this is going to be quite a memorable Morphicon that you guys will not forget. I'll say this right now: if it all comes together, we will make history at Power Morphicon for the Power Ranger fans.
History is such a strong word. You're like,
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to say history because this is the. I don't want to say the exact verbiage that was in. It'll be history.
It'll be history.
I'll just say that.
Dan, don't feel bad. We're gonna have all the panels online and stuff. Hopefully day of. Hopefully, depending on internet. Pasadena Convention Center is very their internet is very weird. The game says, is Andre Meadows in the Hyperforce Reunion panel?
Yes.
Yes, he is.
Dope.
Yes, he is.
Cool.
What else? We also, so.
Oh, we got another super chat. Did we address this? Thomas Franco. Hey guys, I'm back. Sorry, I've been very busy with work and recently became a dad and had a lot going on.
What?
Well, congratulations on becoming a father, Thomas Franco.
Congrats.
And it's awesome that you're staying busy with work.
Yes. We also have, remember last Power Morphicon we had the Power Ranger booth.
Time out. Stop right there.
Oh, shit.
Dan, is that a Space Jam figure that I'm seeing behind you?
Yeah, you got
That
Michael
is-
Jordan. Yep.
I love it. That is pretty amazing.
Yep. Have you?
I thought there was a big bombshell about to be dropped.
Yeah,
It's
yeah. I
like
thought I
a
was about
figure
to
in the
say something. You
background.
scared the shit out of me. My heart can't take it right now, man.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
Oh, me?
Yeah, don't do that.
Too many heart attacks this one stream.
Have you guys seen? It's off topic, but have you guys been playing Multiverses?
Yeah, I have.
I
Yeah.
played it a couple times. I'm not great at it though.
Dan, they got LeBron in there, and he's
Yep.
got a basketball. Like,
Throwing the basketball.
that's a thing that Power Rangers needs to get into. I mean, there's like 30 seasons, or was it 30 or more seasons of Power Rangers? Having them all in like one big like Super Smash Brothers style video game would be sick. You know, like not 2-on-2 and 3-on-3. No, let's have like a huge battle going on. The Blur.
8-man battle royale.
Yeah. The Blur. What's been up with comics? Are you guys are making? Oh,
That's still going on. As a matter of fact, we may have an announcement on that
yes.
front
Like
on this weekend.
like everything, when we started doing that, like everything got affected by COVID, and so
Yeah.
a lot of artists dropped out. A lot of stuff went crazy, but it's still happening.
Wait, I got a question. So, excuse me, for all of you guys in the chat that are going to Morphicon, I want to see who is going to Morphicon. Let me know in the chat, and then I want to know which days you're going for, and what panels you guys wanted to see, because that's a big part of this. Is that the one thing that I will tell you about this Morphicon more so than any other Morphicon you've ever been to? This is really, I know that Hasbro says this a lot, the Fan First Fridays. This is really a fan first convention from top to bottom. Everything that is going on behind the scenes, all of you guys will never know the stress levels this has caused me over the last week. But with that being said, we are trying to move mountains.
I think Joe lost
for
his
Power
hair
Morphicon.
over it. You lost your hair over it?
I did. I did lose. I lost all my hair over it. No, but we are going to battle for getting the fans exactly what they want and what they expect from Power Morphicon. We're hoping it all comes together. And Cesar knows this. There was a handful of renegade things we were going to do, and we're like, let's take a different approach this time around.
Let's not do that. We're not freaking bootlegging some shit. We're gonna.
But I will say this: this is the one convention, and a lot of you guys that watched the Viewing Globe or experienced the Viewing Globe, we had a lot of you content creators, a lot of you Power Ranger influencers out there to help curate that event. This is going to be no different. What we're trying to do with the panels here is pair a lot of you guys up, content creators, Power Ranger influencers, to moderate those panels. That stuff should be in your guys' hands, because you guys are the ones running this community from top to bottom. You guys are keeping the buzz out there for Power Rangers. You guys are holding the torch for that next generation of whatever is going to come next. But the one thing I want to let everybody know is that if you're a content creator, if you're an influencer in the Power Ranger atmosphere, let us know. And hopefully we can plug you into doing one of these, moderating one of these panels, or hell, even putting you on a panel with fellow content creators. This is the one thing about Power Morphicon. I know in the past, a lot of outlets may have not, or a lot of people out there may have not liked some of the news we dropped. And, look, at the end of the day, news is news. We're just reporting on what we know. And you guys might not like it, and sometimes we don't either. But it is the news. And what I want to do now is really bring the community, at least in terms of content creators, influencers, and all of you guys there watching at home and that are going to be there live in person. I want to bring all of you guys in together and show them that Power Rangers matter. It still matters to us, the hardcore fans.
It does. This question is for Ash and Dan. If you were to go, what is the thing that you're most excited to see?
If I went, I would go see Campbell Cooler, who's in the chat right now.
Campbell. How would you, Dan?
For sure, I would want to see the past two seasons. I want to see the Beast Morpher Rangers. I want to see the Dino Fury Rangers. Of course, I know that some of them are going to be there. And then I want to see if there's any news, if there's any big splashes.
Same.
That's kind of what I'm sitting at. I want to be at the panels where they tell us all the big stuff. Because obviously we're content creaters, and you give us an inch, and we'll make 20 videos out of that,
Especially
baby.
you, Dan. Dan
Yeah,
comes
same
in
here.
hot like every single day with like 5 videos a day. Like I don't know how he
I know, he's on that
pops these out, like,
grind.
every day. That's crazy. But like have you guys met any of the Beast Morphers cast or anything like that? I know there.
Oh yeah, we can say that. We can, that's another announcement we can make. Jezzer is going to be moderating the Beast Morphers panel.
That's true.
Oh,
and
nice.
Also,
cool.
I'm going to be hosting a props maker panel.
Oh, that's
Yeah, so this is another thing that we wanted to make sure that we want to really get the community involved. Josh Perry is going to be doing a panel as well. It's going to be collecting, I believe it's collecting Tokusatsu and Lightning Collection figures. It'll be a panel all on that stuff. There's going to be fan-driven panels as well as entertainment panels, as well as like informative panels. We're trying to get everything out there for you guys in all facets that has everything Tokusatsu, Power Rangers, Super Sentai throughout the course of the weekend. Fan films will also have a big presence there. A lot of you guys are fans of Bloodline of the Grid, the Extended Universe, all that stuff. We, the Geeks of East LA, we really want to represent this community in a big way and show them what we are doing, all of us doing as content creators and Power Ranger fans and influencers. It's going to be a fun time, guys. I'm really excited to see you guys all in person, meet you guys, and catch up with a lot of you guys that we've seen in the past. But it is going to be a lot of fun.
I got something I can show off that's not like, not exclusive, but like secret. So we'll be having at the booth these Illuminerdi Power Ranger coins that fit in the Legacy. This one's a little dirty. In the Legacy morphers.
And out of focus.
Let me find a better one. Oh, here. They fit in the Legacy morpher. So if you guys, where did it go? If you have a Legacy morpher, that will be there. It's out of focus, but it's kind of cool. This one's kind of dirty because this is a prototype. So they fit in the morpher. If you guys are at the booth, so we have. Can we announce how many, like, what booths we have? We have the Megazord booth, right, Joe?
Yeah.
And
yeah,
we
do.
also
We have the Megazord.
We also have another booth that will be selling our shirts at. I don't have the design. I can't show you guys the designs, but here's a blurred version of the designs.
Hold on.
What?
Yeah.
Oh no, he's cutting in and out.
Back. Joe? Oh, he's gone. He's gone.
Oh no, we lost him.
He
lost him.
didn't want me to talk about the shirts. Did he say no? Did he say no?
like, what?
Wait, he's like, wait, no? I don't know if he said no.
He's just like, wait a minute on the shirt.
Wait on the shirts.
Out.
He just cuts out.
That was a Power Ranger scene.
But it's gonna be fun, and I honestly, like, I wish you guys could go. And I know, like, everybody's been hit with, with the whole pandemic thing. Everybody's been hit with what's going on and, like, the cost of everything. Freaking inflation's through the freaking roof. People don't want to admit it, but it's through the roof. So it's hard to set money aside for like a convention. But it's gonna be a fun convention. Do you guys have local conventions that happen around you that have a lot of Power Rangers, Dan?
Oh yeah. It kind of wavers. Some years there's like 2 or 3. I know in Wisconsin, the Madison area, Milwaukee, definitely in the Chicago area, there's always C2E2, and that always has at least 2 to 3 Power Rangers are always there. So definitely within 3 to 4 hours, there's always Power Rangers at some point within a con.
Yeah. I mean, this is going to be the first time that a bunch of Power Rangers are showing up together, and this is like the Super Bowl for Power Rangers, really. Like, whenever you talk to a Power Ranger actor, like, oh, are you going to Power Morphicon? Their immediate answer is like, of course. Like, you can't, like, for them, they can't skip this. Yeah. It's an event that they have to do. There's going to be a ton of panels.
It's an event that brings out Rangers that never come to other cons, too.
Oh, yeah. And then, it's like a good time for them to meet each other and hang out with each other. Yes, it seems like the live stream is fighting Jezzer again. Well, Joe keeps popping in and out, Like I said, you guys, when you're doing a live stream and you're the person doing it, it's hard to do both. So if one of you guys,
it's Murphy's Law.
If one of you guys want to volunteer
live
to be
stream.
my producer for the Ranger wrap up, I'm totally fucking open to that. You running the stream and getting things going. But yeah, I mean, there's gonna be a ton of toys, like secondhand toys. I know, like, I don't know if a lot of people know this about you, Dan, but you have your own store, right, where you sell a lot of merch.
Yeah, so it's actually my buddy's spot, but I have a whole merch stand in the store of all my toys, and there's a bunch of Power Ranger toys, Marvel, Star Wars, but there's always a good footprint of Power Ranger stuff there for sure. Out of anywhere in the next 3 hours, I want to say my spot's got the most Power Ranger stuff in it, baby.
Yeah. I saw that Turbo Man a few months ago. Turbo Man, that's fucking crazy.
Wait, you have a Turbo Man?
Dude, I got like 4 of them. I just sold one of them.
Turbo Man. I don't know. I don't know.
I got.
I don't know if the audience
I
knows
got a
that.
stock of Turbo Man. I
tried.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say I tried grabbing a Green Ranger Shredder Funko Pop, but that's like sold out.
You got that one, Dan?
You got it?
Is that an? Wait, say that again, Ash. What was it?
The Green Ranger Shredder Funko Pop that was announced like a couple of days ago.
No, I don't have that one, but I'll keep my eyes out for you, bud.
Yeah. Cheers, man.
That thing sold out quick. Funkos, man.
I know.
Funkos. I don't know what it is about them, but people love the shit out of that.
It's our Beanie Babies, dude.
There, yeah. Beanie Babies. Don't even bring up Beanie Babies to me, man. Beanie Babies is crazy. I know Toku's gonna be selling some what do you call them? Wild Force gems? Is it gems?
I'm gonna be selling lots of things.
Okay.
I'm gonna be selling Energem.
Oh.
Both as necklace versions and a single gem. Wild Force crystals.
Oh, crystals is what they
And then a new item that I haven't posted anywhere. The samurai pendant from Ninja Storm for Cam. I'm gonna be selling full necklace ones of those.
Yeah, so that will be at our number 2 booth. So we're gonna have the Megazord booth, where I think we're gonna be selling the shirts, and then we're gonna have the booth we're gonna be selling a bunch of other stuff. So it's gonna be fun. Like, honestly, I hope that the booths are close together because it's crazy. A lot of people enjoyed the Megazord booth last Power Morphicon. Johnny Murray says, "Hey, fan club, what's up with your PR videos? I just saw your last eat with the expanded episodes production of Cosmic Fury." What is that? What is he talking about there?
Oh, I made a video talking about how there's a possibility that instead of it being 4 to 6 weeks of filming, it might be like 4 months of filming, pretty much.
Yeah, I think I did see that. They said, oh, they're gonna be there till December or something.
Yep.
Yeah, that's floating around online.
So,
yeah.
I mean, that's one of the major things about Power Rangers right now is that everything is in flux. Like, they're just trying to figure it out as it is. So, like, the news you may have heard before could be totally different tomorrow. Like,
yep.
And I mean, that just happens. Look at freaking Warner Brothers right now. Warner Brothers, HBO Max, you are killing me right now. How are you getting rid of?
They better not cancel Blue Beetle.
How are you getting rid of like the good shit, and then you're gonna replace it with like, oh, this is how we fix homes and sell them. No one gives a fuck about that. We want the fucking
Dude, I agree. How do you make shows just to delete them? Like, a lot of these are like HBO Max originals that have just been on. Like, what is the point of making it to delete it?
How do you make a show that has not even started airing yet, Gotham Knights, I'm talking about you, set to air next year, already cancelled before it even began?
To be fair, I wanted that one. I'm happy that it got cancelled.
Yeah, same here. That was a garbage fire wedding that happened, but I just wanted to see how bad it was going to be.
So TV news and Power Rangers news always in flux, especially at Hasbro. Everybody's trying to figure out things. Like, they were like, Hasbro was literally gonna have a whole GI Joe franchise thing going, like they have with Transformers.
Then Snake Eyes failed horribly.
Yeah, Snake Eyes. Well, Snake Eyes failed horribly because they didn't.
It was not a good movie.
Didn't emphasize on what was actually good about it. It's crazy.
It was barely Snake Eyes. That guy stopped talking. Actually, he never stopped talking. He was another dude who put on a Snake Eyes costume.
The Blur says, Blur hit us with a super chat. Opinion on making your schedule of walking PMC. Ooh, do you guys have an opinion on how to plan out your day? Last week, if you watched last week's stream, Liz had a tip on preparing you for Power Morphicon. So check that out. It's at the beginning of the episode, so you don't have to search for it. It really comes down to what you want. Let's go around the panel here, and what's something like when you go to conventions and you go to these events, what's the number one thing that you want to do? Dan?
Number one for me is I always like to look at what the panels are sitting at. So that's one of the first things I kind of plan my day around. Well, what are the popular panels or the top 3 to 4 panels that I want to see this weekend? Because there's so many panels at these things, you're going to miss some of them. So you kind of have to pick your top 4 or 5, and then so you'll have a day or two of panels, and then after that, you want to go hit the artist alley, go check out everyone selling stuff. At least a good 3-4 hours of looking at everyone's stuff, and then obviously you got to plan a whole day with meeting everybody.
Yeah.
So like if you're there for 3 days, you want to have a day that's kind of where you do everything in the panels, and then you have one day where it's literally you're buying stuff, you're putting stuff in your room, you're going back. Some of the stuff you're buying you can't have on you all day. Sometimes you're taking trips to cars, and then your next day, usually my last day is when I meet everybody and get all my pictures and all that. And also make sure that you're looking at whoever your favorite actress or actor is, make sure that they're there on the days that you're there. I know that's a big thing. There's certain Ranger actors that are only going to be there on Friday or they're on Saturday. So make sure that you're basically checking everything that's being put out by Power Morphicon.
Yeah, and especially like ASJ. ASJ is only there Thursday.
Day 0,
Ah,
right?
we got Mark.
Yep.
Hold on, let me
Yo, what up, Mark?
Hello.
Keep talking. Ash, what is one thing that you look for or you plan when you go to an event?
Mostly to see what time of the panels are, but usually when I get there, I look around the booths in the stores, and then I wait for like the panels to open up and see what's going on. And then usually I line up and get the autograph and meet the Rangers or the actors and talk to them and stuff like that.
Definitely.
But I love checking out the merch. Merch is always a fun thing to see at cons.
Toku?
Weirdly enough, I've been going to cons since like 14, so one rule I've learned when planning for con is expect to miss the things you want the most, and always aim for that one panel, that one guest. That's, if you can at least get that, it'll make your weekend. That's the thing to aim for. Because I've realized over many cons I've been to, you can't do everything on your list, even if it's a couple things. So many people going, some people trying to get ahead of you, people wait ahead of panel lines for hours, some guests get lines for hours.
Yeah.
It's just have that one guest, that one panel that'll make your weekend. That'll make you super excited. That'll be something you remember when you leave the con.
We got Mark here from across the pond. Mark, I know. And Scott had really let you know that you're not going to Power Morphicon.
Yeah.
What's the first thing? What's the first thing that you?
What would you do if you went there?
What's the first thing you want to do at a convention?
At a convention in general, lay of the land. It's like you've got to find out where everyone's going to be. Then go say hello to people if you know them. Check out the merch, and I think, normally every single Power Morphicon, it's been me going to see Ciara Hannah.
Oh yeah, you know what, Ciara, she's gonna be there.
I know.
Yeah.
I know.
It's we're just gonna keep digging, making you feel better.
And Liana's going to be there too.
Let me see if Liana's gonna be there.
You should
She
still
is.
be going on things.
Yeah, they announced it on unless they pulled out as soon as they announced it.
Okay.
No, she's going. I if I was going to go, I would have got her to sign her book because it came out in the UK, and I was just like, oh, I'll get this signed at some point. I'll be at next Power Morphicon. Spoiler alert, I'm not. No, spoilers. I'm not going. I'm still waiting for Scott to do the graphic for me and just say not attending, and they'll be like, thanks.
Well, we can have you FaceTime an iPad, put an RC card, and drive you around.
Ash, Dan, if you guys want to FaceTime one of the Rangers, we can do that.
That'd be cool.
Bro, yeah.
So can we all rent Segways, and then you put iPads on with our faces, and then we can just literally all go around?
If you build the blueprint on how to put that together, and we can make it work. There's one episode of Big Bang Theory where freaking Sheldon had that whole what you're talking about, a whole screen and him moving through the thing.
We'll just tape a phone to Jezzer, put a hat on him, have him walk around with your face over it.
Yeah,
Yeah, they did it on South Park as well, ages ago.
Yeah. We were just talking about panels. I know the one big panel that they got going is the Andrew and Marvelous one. which I think everybody's gonna want to go to. I think Mark wants to go to. Maybe
Yeah.
that might be something.
Do you think that one guy? Oh, sorry to cut you off, but do you think that one guy that nearly like got into a fight with Andrew Gray is going to be there as well?
I'm sorry,
That
what?
one who the guy who asked who he plays. You talked about it last time, or a couple of weeks ago.
The one
guy
guy
who
who
asked
asked Samurai and
that
Megaforce,
question.
who's worse?
Who's the worst? Yeah,
that
he's
guy.
also be there.
You know what?
So I'm gonna tell you something. He's always at Morphicon. I never know his face. I've never met him before, but I've always heard his voice walk around the con. I know he'll be there.
He's gonna be there.
I always hear him when I watch like the panels
He'll always
online.
be
You
there.
hear him at every panel.
Like if I'm at that panel and I see him like walking up to the mic, I'll be like, no, sit down.
Stop.
Sit down.
I would love it if he goes like, so how does it feel like you're sitting next to the best Red Ranger ever? And then Ryoa just stands up and then in broken English just swears at the guy and go, Andrew is the best. He is better than you. He wore my suit. Go, and it's just like, thank you very much for the question. And then just sits down.
It's good. It's gonna be fun. Like all these panels should be fun. I hope we get to record all of them. So like within this group, I'm gonna send you guys a list, mainly of ones we got that are going on, and you guys like, hey, you gotta record that one or something, because there's no way to record all of them and upload all of them. There's no way. It's like
Somehow they end up on the Power Morphicon website. Most of them do.
Yeah, most of them do.
Yeah,
you've all got iPhones.
Yeah,
use the iPhones.
But yeah, we're just talking about what else we were talking about, like what the booth that's gonna be going on. I wish there was a better list of the guests that are showing up, because the one that they got is so spread out. I know Liz.
I found the website recently trying to make a list of guests going through just to see what teams we have, besides using Liz's Excel spreadsheet. The website, it's either you have multiple posters of the same actor, or if you go down the list of teams, it hasn't been updated.
Yeah, there's one where, like, let's say a character has played, like, 5-6 characters, like, JDF. Like, then they have a poster for each of them, and they're spread out. I was like, oh, come on. But, we were just talking about, so we were gonna have, like, some cool things going on at the Power Morphicon party, but, we legally can't do it. So, it's just going to be a fun, chill time. Everybody's going to enjoy the music. It's not going to be as crazy as last one. Remember last one we had freaking Hector leaping off the freaking stage, stealing people's hats.
No one recorded it.
No one recorded it.
There's no footage ever popped up as far as I know.
I think that's best that no one records it, because that was crazy. That whole event was crazy.
Yeah, you don't record the after party.
You don't like when you go to a bachelor party in Vegas. You don't like if you see someone pull out a camera, it's like no,
like
dude,
bro,
nah, dude. It's like once that stuff gets out, like the wedding's over. Like you know, so Dan knows too. I mean, like Dan, like what's the crazy like? Maybe a lot of your weddings have been tame, but what's the craziest like?
What you're like these stories get out, it's over. All right, Dan, tell me all these stories you're not supposed to be telling.
Oh no, I don't have to say names and put them to, but I mean, I've DJ'd over 300 weddings. I'm booked every weekend. You see a lot of crazies. If it's either drug related, just a couple weeks ago, I had to stop the bride from choking out one of her guests.
Oh shit!
I removed the lady. Dude, a few years ago, there were some girls from England that came to Iowa, and they were walking they're walking along our river, and that was where my wedding was, like an outdoor venue. They're just walking, and they see this bride. They come walking down. Oh, honey, you're so beautiful. All the kids are doing sparklers, and the guy's like, welcome to America, girls. Here's some sparklers. These girls thought they were like fireworks, so they threw the sparklers. They landed on the bride's dress. It was up in flames, and I'm like having to pat her down. That was the craziest. Like, if people just drink and they do crazy stuff.
Hopefully that doesn't happen at the Power Morphicon party.
And sorry, Ireland wasn't putting down anyone from England. They just didn't know about sparklers.
If they don't know about sparklers, I'd be like, what the hell, girls? Seriously.
It's through the sparkler, bro.
It's like, I reckon every sparkler is exactly the same. Like grey stick. And it just is like that dandelion type thing. So why would you just go, firework?
Yeah. You know what? Instead of sparklers, I would love people to just have like everybody get their own Roman candle and be shooting it up into the air. I think that look even more sick.
What I don't understand is why would you go if it's a firework and you throw it at someone? Why didn't you just go and throw it far behind you?
Yeah, it was a bad look. Well, she was like up on some stairs, and by the time it kind of the it just kind of floated and landed right on her dress. And
at no point in time did she want to jump in the water.
Like, yeah, well, hopefully yes. So we got it out, but at the end of the night, it was towards the end of the night. So the girl, like, she got her dress a little wet. Someone poured some water on it, got it out. She was fine. She was a little intoxicated, so she was cool. It was the end of the night. She got married. It was what it was. I don't think she was happy. Her dress was a little burnt, but at the end of the day, it was probably a funny memory looking back now.
I'm not getting that deposit back.
Yeah.
Hey, she said she paid for it. She bought it, so it was hers. So that was probably like why she felt so good about it, or didn't kill this girl that ruined her dress.
Let's see in the chat. I keep saying it. Saban was stupid not to do a Shattered Grid movie after the live action trailer with Bat in the Sun.
Now you see, I looked into this, and Saban has his own film production.
Oh, they do. They've had it. They had it,
yeah.
Saban Films.
Yeah,
they could have made.
They're the ones that put out Jay and Silent Bob Reboot.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And they even reference Power Rangers in that movie.
It's funny.
Yeah.
Getting in there. But yeah, they could have made something bigger because they had Saban Films.
But Saban is like spending money.
Oh yeah, he doesn't like that, does he?
No.
Anything with Saban's name on it is usually cheap.
What do you guys think of the Legend of the White Dragon action figure? Heirloom?
Why? It's like $25. Here it is.
What? $25?
Yeah.
Wait, 25?
Yeah.
Oops.
Wait, who made the action figure? Hasbro?
No.
I think it's like
no.
Thought it was common knowledge, boys.
I didn't even see this. No.
Oh my God, you're in for a laugh.
It
Let
looks
me find it on
something
Twitter.
you buy at the dollar store, where it's like a knockoff of a.
It's like old school Star Wars toys with no articulation, and the arms just go up like that.
No.
And then when you sit them down, there's no bending in the knees, and they just look like that. It's
where can I find it?
Absolutely horrible.
Like, no offense.
Did they try to make it like a Super 7 figure or something?
Like...
No.
I can't
But
describe it.
you'd look at it and go, "Oh, it's made out of
Isn't it
Play-Doh."
all bright bluish silver?
Something.
Because it's energized?
I said it in my tweet. This is something your grandparents buy you when you say you want something Power Rangers, and it's from the dollar store.
Because they don't know.
It's in our little chat right now. If you want to take a look at it, Dan.
It is crazy. But I like.
Honey, we've got
would you
Power
spend
Rangers at home.
$25 on that?
Joe's not in the stream to like tell me no. So we do have these shirts. They're blurred. Dancing the toys now. He's saying
that's $25.
Yeah. The thing is, you're either gonna collect it and go, "This is gonna be worth something," but then you're gonna look at it and go, "Oh, Legend of the White Dragon, did it do well?
Is it really?"
Oh my gosh.
You put it in your attic, completely forget about it, and go, "Oh, that film, I remember it," and then that's it.
Here's a comment in the chat that I think Mark should address. Edison Kelly says Megaforce as a whole sucked. Would you like to address that?
Basically, they have no taste, so they can come back when they get better taste. Now, I'll put this to rest. If you don't take, is it they said Megaforce or Super Megaforce? Either way, if you take out the element of the Super Sentai and then just treat it like a Power Ranger series and go, actually, this is pretty decent. So it's all right for what it is. It's not going to be Shakespeare. It's not going to be the best thing in the world.
Yeah.
It's a good series. Just literally accept it. It's better than most series, especially Operation Overdrive. Just saying.
Oh shoot, Operation Overdrive.
Ooh.
Look, we almost had a full cast of Operation Overdrive showing up to Power Morphicon, and now we don't. Now we don't.
Yeah.
Like it's two people.
Yep.
It's crazy.
I saw that.
Do we know why two of them pulled out, or?
I know why one of them didn't.
Well, I mean, it's not like we can't talk about it, right?
So
I wouldn't.
You wouldn't talk about it?
I'll tell you
I
guys.
wouldn't.
I'll tell you guys later. Because I know
Okay,
why.
okay.
What are your expectations for the
um,
30th anniversary or season 30? My expectations are it's gonna
High
be
speed.
decent. Ah, high speed. High speed. I listen. I know they wanted us to talk about it last week.
Cosmic.
High speed. High speed. High speed. I hate the name.
Yeah.
Like, regardless of like what the rumors are
Yeah.
about it being like why do I keep forgetting the Sentai?
Kira Major.
Kira Major.
You're a major.
Regardless of that, the Kira Major
Major.
suits, they look decent. The Zords are whatever. I hate the name High Speed. I don't know if I'm the only one on this. High Speed sounds stupid.
Yeah.
It does sound a bit lame, yeah.
Like,
Sounds like Power
Ugh.
Rangers on
It
drugs.
just sounds like RPM 2.
High Speed. That
2.0.
sounds. Oh my god.
RPM Electric Boogaloo.
If it is,
Turbo.
one thing I want, and I know they're never going to do it, but I want them to be like a garage somewhere or a command base, and a picture of JDF with a like a
A
helmet.
racing suit?
No, yeah, like
a racing
for
helmet.
racing. Yeah, for racing, and just sign something like that. Just be like, oh, we built all this technology on the greatest racer in all of Power Ranger history, Tommy Oliver, and then it just pans over to this one photo of him going.
Where he was a race car driver for like a weird stint in high school.
Yeah, like Tommy, why do you like race car driving? I love it. You've never ever turned around. I love racing.
I think
Yeah, that was so random too. You're right.
I remember it was like the first episode of Turbo where he's just racing a car out of nowhere. It was like he's supposed to be in school, he hasn't even graduated yet. It's like, okay, you just picked it up randomly, or just
And
It's
he's like
He
a
picked
pro
up being a
now.
professor, all this other stuff.
Yeah.
He just changes jobs on whim.
yeah. What I mean, Zio, what did he turn into? Like a archaeologist or whatever? Like there's.
He didn't do anything in Zio, right?
No,
he was
didn't
just
do
there.
anything. Like
Yeah.
I think he just embraced his like Native American side. Yeah, there's a lot of weird things that they did to make it make sense. You didn't have to do that. You didn't have to do it. That's why I'm like, I wish that they would keep it Cosmic Fury because it's vague, very vague.
See, I wanted like high octane.
High
That's
octane, I
one
guess.
high octane. Or yeah, that sounds really really cool. But if it is called high speed, I'm just gonna be like, oh, that's pretty cool. That's awesome. And I want to know.
I just hope if it is Cure Major, they don't put crystal or radiant or diamond or anything like very like specific to what it is. I don't want to be name like descriptive. Like here is like rock cars kind of stuff.
Yeah. Look, I'm just waiting for freaking Dino Fury season 2B. Like Dan, I've been ignoring all your videos with the name descriptions only because I want to be a little, all of this stuff is out. How come they just don't release the season already? Come on,
No.
it's crazy. But I
You know what?
Hmm.
Do you know who's getting the season first though?
Who?
The UK.
Ah, the UK is good.
I heard they're getting it in September.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Who's getting it first, Canada or the UK?
don't know.
Because Canada's airing it, yeah.
We don't know. It's crazy. So you're
Tell
gonna
us
have to
how.
DVR it, Airlim, and put it in the little group drive.
oh yeah.
I will try and get it. I don't know how to rip it off my thing, but I know there'll be one or two people. I'll be like, hey, do you want to share that? And I'll put it in a drive and
Yeah.
store it somewhere while I watch it.
It's crazy.
Well, let's hope. My prediction has been, I've said this in a few videos, that if we do get international spoilers, hopefully it's just a few episodes until Netflix finally drops it.
Yeah.
But
Because how
Who
many international
knows?
spoilers are there right now? Up to how
there's
I think
two.
up to
There's two
episode
episodes
15?
right now.
Dude,
They've
I thought it was 3 already.
They've gone up
as of today.
they've gone up to episode 17 so
Well,
far.
I guess.
Oh,
I guess so. How do I say this? There's 2 episodes, and episode 12 and 13
French, right?
are spoilers from Mexico, but then there's descriptions all the way up
The
to like
Salamancas
episode
released them.
17.
Ah, Jesus, that's a lot.
So yeah, and I heard that like we're gonna get them every day or something. The guy was saying, so maybe starting Monday you might get more descriptions. So we're gonna know, but in a week or two we're gonna know about every episode. We still haven't seen them,
Yeah.
but yeah, it is getting weird. So because last year it was almost the same thing where we got all of this information, all of these rumors, and then finally Hasbro said something. So
Yeah.
I'm hoping.
Do you guys remember when Beast Morphers was coming out and like I think it was was it
Oh
the
yeah, I
UK?
saw the final
Australia.
episode months before.
Australia.
Where they had
Austra-
all of them.
Season 1 was Australia, and then season 2 was the UK.
Jesus,
Yeah.
everybody needs to get on the same page here. What's going on? We need to get on the same page.
I reckon as soon as Dino Fury finishes, that's when it'll all stay on Netflix. So the international airings will probably just stop. That's my kind of take on it on that one.
That is crazy. So that's our take on High Speed. So we'll see. High Speed.
Gotta go high speed.
Well, yeah,
gotta
what is
go
the- I mean,
Power Rangers.
What is the theme song going? Like, this is crazy.
Dude,
It's
wanna-
Can we
crazy.
just get a hip hop theme song for
Yeah.
once? Like we haven't got one since Mystic Force. I feel like no. Oh, Operation Overdrive, but that doesn't count because that was awful, bro.
Yeah.
I showed my friends that, and they're like, dude, how is this so bad?
can you
We're just
remix
trying to
it?
get these 5 stones.
Can you remix it, Dan, and make it better? You got to be able to remix it and make it better, man.
Dude, I wonder if they got the instrumental to the theme song out there.
Dude. Like, I think that'd be a cool segment for you, like taking like all the hated, most Power Ranger theme songs and just remixing it and making them 100 times better. Because
What it should have been.
Yeah.
So just Operation Overdrive.
Yeah.
That's
Operation Overdrive's the only one. Some of the old Disney Power Rangers had really sick fucking theme songs.
They had some bops,
Yeah.
dude.
Fucking-
The Mystic Force one was my favorite, dude.
Yeah.
It had this Outcast vibe.
Yeah.
Like,
SBD
Yeah.
rocks. I love that
heck
theme.
yeah.
Hey,
Do you-
it's so good.
One thing I would love Hasbro to release, and this has been one thing I've wanted since Dino Thunder, is them to release the morphing music properly, because out of all morphing music, I always think Dino Thunder is the one that hits the hardest, and they don't release it, and I just sit there going, why? So I think Simon should just send it and be like, boys, release it.
It's on a hard drive
Yeah.
somewhere that someone
There's got to be
composed.
someone that has it. Hey, Campbell, if you're still here, do you have access to that? But you guys, thank you so much for joining. Like I said, Power Morphicon is gonna be sick. It's gonna be cool. I really look. There's 3 people out of this panel that don't get to experience it. So if you're going, please soak it up and like record and post as much stuff for anybody that doesn't get to go, because that's the only way.
And then rub it in
No, I
our
don't think
Yeah.
we're
faces.
not
Send it to
not
us.
to do
Yeah.
it to rub into your face. Like if there's a way to do a VR version, I know someone's talking about VR, and like have people experience
That'd
it
be
at
cool.
the same time. That'd be really cool. But it's just
Well-
it's not enough time.
Oh,
Ash and I are going to make our own convention anyway, so
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
Yeah.
I'll go to. We all need to just go to Japan and go to the motherland of Tokusatsu, and just soak that up.
Like, do a tour of the Toei Museum with the Kamen Riders and the Super Sentais.
Don't go to the Kamen Rider Cafe. That place is dog shit.
you
Food
do
is
you know
garbage.
Really?
you know you can
Yeah.
go on a tour of the mountain that they have and have an explosion in the background.
Ah, that'd be cool.
Oh, that's sick.
It's you can. So it's one of my friends went there and they did the whole thing, and yeah, I don't know if they've got any like weapons or anything, like the props, not that is, and then yeah, you can have like massive explosions behind, just like the Sentai, and I'm like, I need that. I 100% need that in my life.
Nice. All right, guys. Ash, where can we find you on social media, and what videos do you got coming out soon?
You can find me at Deoxy360 on probably every form of social platform. Videos I've got planned, no comics until the 31st, which will be the Death Ranger one, but I'll be keeping up with Power Week like everyone else and seeing what they report on or what we
Shoot,
talk
that is
about.
next week. That's crazy. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
starting
Yeah,
Monday.
Dan, how about you?
Yeah, man, you can find me on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, the fan club. We're always trying to kick out daily content. And yeah, content-wise, we're pretty much just going to devote our attention this week to Power Week. I'll have some fan theories and videos, but I kind of want to wait to see what they're going to say so I can add on or give you my opinion.
Mark.
You can find me not at Power Morphicon next weekend. But you can find me on YouTube as Airlim. Everywhere else is Airlim, bar Twitter at I was gonna say not Palmoff again, Mainstream Live. But
You're
I'll
changing
be
your
sitting.
email here. What's going on?
I'll be sitting at home wishing I was there.
Like I said, we're gonna try to make it so it's inclusive for everybody. We're gonna
Yeah.
try to do it. Toku.
Yeah, you can find me on Instagram at TokuKid and my TikTok at TKD3D.
Nice. Thank you guys so much for listening and watching. More news to come. You guys just gotta be like, get on Twitter. Everybody here in the panel is gonna be on Twitter, like posting stuff. It's gonna be It's gonna be a crazy week, and I can't wait to celebrate with the fandom, all the cool Power Ranger stuff. And you guys come check us out at Morphicon. We'll be there. No show next week because obviously there's no show next week. But unless Ash, Erlum, and Dan want to do something together, that'd be cool.
Hey, if y'all send us some footage of
like
PMC,
Power
maybe
Morphicon watch or something,
Yeah.
But you guys think
Power Morphicon commentary.
Thank you guys so much for watching.
Yeah, dude, that would be tight.
That would. It'd be like the commentators on award shows and stuff, or sports. That'd be funny.
We just put a camera in Jezzer, have you walk around. There's commentating as what you see
Toku,
live at the
if
panel.
you can figure that out, I'll do it. If you could figure out how to do it, I got this we got the DJI things. There's got to be a way to freaking make.
Yeah, we both got these. They're both live stream capable.
Yeah, they got to make it work.
That's pretty cool.
Make it work. All right, thank you guys so much for watching. Remember to always like and subscribe because we got a ton of content. Go to the description for all these guys' channels because they bring it every single week, and literally they really appreciate it. We all appreciate you. We appreciate the fandom. So thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe to keep up to date with everything trending in geek pop culture. Peace.